friends, and welcome to our channel, Mornings at Sunrise Cottage. My name is Vicki Ann, and today we're going to take you on a little journey of how we built our small side porch. And if you hear any hammering, that's Neil still working on the porch out there as I work on this recording. We decided to add a small side porch. We'd had a porch, and if you can see the vinyl going up, there's a little white piece of vinyl that goes up there on the house, and that's where our porch used to be. It went from there all the way over to the right, and that was a 12 by 12 porch we had there. And we decided at some point that we wanted to add a wood stove into our house because of the fact that sometimes our electricity goes off. So we did that, and we worked on that last year. And so then this year we decided to add this porch, and we're actually going to add another deck on the back on the other side, which you will see later. But what Neil has been doing here, he put down some metal bases there into the concrete that we originally had there at the side of our house, and then he put the post on top of those. And he connected those with, I think that's a 2 by 10 that goes all the way around the perimeter of the porch. And so we have 2 posts in the back that's supporting it, and then we have those 3 in the front. And then he will be having floor joists that will be linear there, going from the left to the right. That's what the porch actually will rest on, the porch floor. It's going to have a roof, and we're going to build in around the fireplace pipe that goes up there. Now that's very safe because it is a triple, not just a double, but a triple pipe. So he's continuing to work here. We decided to just enclose those steps right under the porch so we didn't have to go to the trouble of tearing those out because they're very heavy. They're concrete and stone. I just noticed that it wasn't 3 across the front. There are 4 posts across the front, as you can tell from the bases there. Now he's finished putting in all the posts that the porch will rest on, and he has all of the joists across, and you can see that he's used hangers to reinforce that and to make it a little bit stronger. He worked really hard to make sure everything was square and everything was level. The next thing he did was he started putting on the porch floor. Now all of the materials that we purchased were from Lowe's, and this was one of the things that we purchased. And we're going to paint this probably some type of gray color. And all of this he screwed down into the joist. I'm going to throw in a little clip here so you can see the rain that we dealt with while we were trying to build this porch. We had wind, we had rain. It was pretty rough. The next thing he did was he put the original vinyl flooring that we had on our porch that we tore out. We left this laying out all during the winter time, and then he just cut this and put it all the way around, so this totally encloses the porch. And this is called the Trek, I believe. And later you'll see that we painted it. I filled all the nail holes, and then I painted that, and it looks really good. The next thing he did was he put up steps there, and he put posts under it, and he worked on it to make it just as sturdy as he could. And we originally had 5 steps before, and he added another step in there so that we didn't have to step up as far. So we have 6 steps, and then you step onto the porch. Then he started putting the railings on the steps. And he put 4 posts, 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. And you will see later in a later video that he also added the railings. And we ended up replacing those. If you've been buying wood recently, you know that it's not up to the quality that you're used to seeing. Now he's starting to put the railings up, and you can see the little posts that he put up, and they were fine, but then they started to warp. Now remember that I told you previously that we were trying to reuse materials. Well, this was part of a header on the porch that we used to have that we turned into a room. So we had laid this back, and so Neil is going to be taking out all the long staples that they use. They did a double header there. He's going to take all of those out, and he's going to put this at the top of our porch where it meets where the roof will be. And the roof will actually attach to these boards. So he's getting these boards ready to use. Now he's getting the bases ready for the post, for the 6x6 post that will go in the porch. We'll have 5 of them. Now he has the post in, the post base in. So the next thing he'll be doing is he will be putting up the post. Now he has all the posts up except for one.
We've concentrated, buddy.
Yep. Neil is starting to work on the chimney. So he's going to cut this piece of metal and put it on top of the blocks that he laid from the foundation up to where the chimney would start. And eventually he's going to be putting a door on that. But what he's doing right now is just getting it all cut so that it will fit, and that will form the base of that portion. And you will see as he continues what he does next to go around the chimney. Here you're seeing him use a small hand tool that bends metal. And he's bending that metal all the way around so that it will fit up really well next to the house, as you can see here. He's nailing everything in place to secure it. he's getting ready to build the frame that will go up around the chimney. And around that we're going to put vinyl. And we're actually going to change the color of the vinyl from a cream, which is what we have on most of our house, to a gray, so that the chimney kind of stands out a little bit. We think that will look good. We'll have to just wait and see. Here he is using an instrument to make pocket screw holes so that you can nail it directly into the side and it will hold much better than just toenailing it in. So now he's finishing up the rectangle. Now he's beginning to install the frame around the chimney. He now has about half of the framing done up the chimney. And now he's finishing the second part of the framing for the chimney. he's finished the framing. Now after he had it framed, he also added pieces of wood all the way from the bottom to the top, and that made it easier to put the vinyl siding up that you will see later. You can see here that he has put wood all the way up where the chimney is, and remember again, this is a triple wall chimney, so it's okay to do this. And now this is where we're at the present time. He's still working out there today, as you can hear the hammering in the background, but he has put the roof in. He has added trim around the top edges. All the porch posts are painted. It's painted underneath. All the cracks are filled. He still has to do the door there at the bottom of the chimney, and that will be a clean out door. We still have to paint the porch floor. We still have to put our railings up. This gives you a good look at the ceiling. We still have to put a piece of trim along the bottom of the ceiling. This gives you an idea of how well the Trek received the paint. It did great. We are still working on the steps. We've got a lot to do on them. And we've got something really unique that we're going to do. So I hope you will stay tuned to next week to see what we're going to put up those steps and around the porch for a railing. I really think you're going to like this. So tune in next Tuesday for our next video. If you have any suggestions, put those in the comments below. And if you think you know what type of railing system we're going to put in, put that below. May God bless you and your family, and we hope you have a wonderful week, and we will see you back next Tuesday.